Hello. Welcome to the Oral History of Criminology project. We are here today in Porto, Portugal, at the meeting of European Society of Criminology in 2015. My name is Iljana Stevković and I'm pleased to interview Vesna Nikolić-Ristanović from Serbia about her life and distinguished career in criminology. Hello Vesna.
Hello Iljana.
Can you please, at the very beginning, tell us something about how you came to be involved in this field?
It was quite a long time ago, actually, at the end of 70s, I think, when I can tell that I entered the field, and I think the crucial event for that was when I got a job as a research assistant at the Institute of Criminological and Sociological Research in Belgrade. But a few years before that, I was studying law at Belgrade Faculty of Law, and I became familiar with the criminology issues already then, and I was quite interested, but I didn't actually dream, I didn't have a dream at all about me becoming a researcher and activist in the field of criminology and victimology. But it happened that I applied for that job, I got that job, and I learned a lot. Actually, everything I learned about empirical research was during my work in institute. And I want to really tell that at that time the institute was a very inspiring place for young researcher, and we had a lot of criminology literature available, mostly mainstream criminology, but I also got first ideas about my feminist research, which I did later. And it's important that the institute was led by my law school professor, Professor Milutinović, who was internationally known at that time. He organized the Conference of International Criminology Society in 1974. So I really had a very good model both at law school and later in institute. And this is how I entered the field and how I started to do criminology research. And the second step, which I think is also very important, is that I wrote my master and my PhD thesis. My master thesis was about victims of crime, and my PhD thesis was about women as crime victims, which was really very new in Serbia. I remember my supervisor, Professor Milutinović, told me when I defended my master thesis that he learned a lot from my thesis, because in his textbook on criminology, victims and victimology are only mentioned at one place.
Okay, can you please summarize some of central ideas and contributions of your research and writing?
I actually did quite a lot of different researches, but if I can actually summarize that, probably I would say that most of my research is from the field of victimology and feminist criminology. So I did victimization service, general victimization service, but also victimization service which dealt only with domestic violence or trafficking in people. research on connection of domestic violence with women's crime and more generally about women's crimes and female prisoners. I also think it's probably worth mentioning the entire, actually large part of my research, which was connected to the influence of war on both victimization and crime, and I particularly was interested in the influence of war on victimization of women by domestic violence and sex trafficking, and also how war and transition from communism actually influence everyday life of people and gender roles, and how then it affects vulnerability of women. So that was a large area of my research interest. When doing this summarizing, I need to tell that over the last 15 years, I was also focused on dealing with truth and reconciliation issues, about dealing with past atrocities in post-conflict societies, particularly having in mind ethnic conflicts in the former Yugoslavia. So that was a very important part of my research, and actually probably something I'm very interested to develop further in the moment.
You mentioned your interest about war victimization, and as I recall, you shifted your research interest and methodology on that topic at the beginning of the 1990s. Can you please tell us why and how you got interested in that? And please tell us something more about your what kind of project and research you implemented.
Actually, this was the shift which was influenced by ethnic conflicts in the former Yugoslavia, which indirectly at the beginning of the 90s also affected Serbia, because a lot of refugees came to Serbia at that time. Also, we witnessed a lot of Serbian men in uniforms walking around in our streets. We were imposed economic sanctions because of the Serbian role in the war. So there was a lot of negative effects of ethnic conflicts in the life of people in Serbia, including myself. And of course, that's not only this negative change in our life, but also the need I felt to do something about that, which actually led me to first shift my research interest toward looking more at the influence of war on victimization, but also on criminalization of people. But also it led to shift in my methodological approach to my research, because, you know, it was very difficult to stay only to be a researcher, to do research for your publication, for your promotions. Although I never felt like this kind of researcher, but still, you know, before the war, I was more interested to do research as someone who is not so much interested in intervention. But at the beginning of the 90s, I started to think how to combine activism with research, and since we set a group for the support of women who were raped in war within the SOS hotline in Belgrade in 1992, then I had the opportunity to meet with women's groups from Switzerland at that time, and also to learn from them how they dealt with, how they helped women also we had the women from Bosnia and Croatia, women from mixed marriages, who came and spoke to us what happened in warfare. So that all affected my research interest to start to collect stories, to talk with women, refugees who came to Serbia, about their own war experience, what they define as violence in war, and also to try to help them. I had the opportunity to spend 2 months in 1993 in International Center for Criminology in Montreal, where I had the opportunity to learn about action research, about feminist methodology, about qualitative research, so that all helped me to develop this action research, which was fascinating for me because I learned a lot about victimization of women in war, which confirmed a lot of what was done before by feminist researchers like Susan Braun-Miller and others, but also it included new dimension in looking at women's victimization is more complex and actually not being only reduced to sexual victimization, but to other difficulties and other kind of victimizations. So I started to be on one side more aware about victimization of women in war, but on the other side I also became a real activist in collecting humanitarian aid to refugee women in helping them to cope with lack of information, to institutional approach to the institutions, etc. And the result of that is the book I edited and the part of these papers I also wrote, and the book is called Women, Violence and War. It's published in English and Serbian. But I would tell that actually that research was very important as my shift toward a very strong combination of research and activism in my later work. So everything I did later has these both components.
Yes, everything you did has action character. You also did action research on truth and reconciliation. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, I told that the ethnic conflicts actually influenced my interest to the impact of war, but when the ethnic conflicts ended and we had political change in Serbia, we came to an end of dictatorship of Slobodan Milošević, and we had a democratic government. The new chapter in our history was opened. We started more and more to talk about dealing with past, about coming to the truth of what happened, what was the role of Serbia in the war, but also what happened to people, who was victimized, by whom, and in which way. And that was an issue which was brought to the public. Of course, as a researcher, we were aware of that earlier, but now we could bring that to the public. And what happened is that we started to have conflicts between two approaches. One was approach who wanted Serbia to face the past, but this approach was actually, if you can tell that, too aggressive for this phase, because it insisted only on punishments of Serbs and spoke only about non-Serb victims, which was irritating to Serbian public. But on the other side, we had